Today we're going to be installing, I guess, a variation of Fang lights, pod lights, on the front of the new Toyota Tacoma. Now you can see here I do have the front grille off, or the whole front end off really, not just the grille. That's because I just got done installing some Cali raised fog lights. You can see them right down here. They're pretty awesome. You'll see those at the end once I get these new pod lights installed. Now what they look like is this. They have the housing, which is pretty cool. And by the way, it comes from a company called, I guess it's B61 or Baja. What do they call this company? Yeah, it's pretty bad when I don't even know the name of the company. I guess it's B61 Baja 686 Industries LLC. I don't know. But anyway, that's where they come from. The pod lights came from Diode Dynamics. So make sure you get the right ones. They are a lower profile than like the bigger ones up there. Those didn't fit. So I had to go with these. They work really well. Now what they're going to do is replace the Fang light blanks on the front. And this is much easier to do than doing it with when it's on the truck. I know there's a lot of people that have said, oh, they've gone ahead and drilled this thing out and broke these tabs off and all that. I'd be worried about damaging the truck itself. So that's why I decided to do this at the same time that I was doing the Cali raised LED fog lights. So anyway, now it's time to go ahead and pop off these blanks. You should, famous last words, be able to push these little tab things in all the way around and then just push the light out and pop the new ones in. That's the idea. I know from doing the grill, when I removed these, and that would have been the time to do it, they didn't come out that easily. So I'm hoping this time they do. If not, you know, I'm not really opposed to breaking them out either. We shall see. Got them both in. A couple tips for you. There are holes in the tops of these little brackets. If you stick a screwdriver through there and then use both of your thumbs to kind of pull up on that, kind of helps seat these a little bit. Also, you do need a little alteration. I had to cut just this little section here for these cooling tubes. I don't know what you call them. But anyway, I had to make a little cut. It did go straight across here. I just cut this piece out. Same thing on the other side, because it's square, trying to put I guess a square object into a not so square circle. I don't know, or not a big enough area, I guess. But anyway, they fit in there well after that. It is a tight fit, I will say, but that's what you want, right? So now it's a matter of wiring. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to wire these to my aux Pro or aux beam switch in the truck. They're going to be wired right to here so that I can turn them on at the same time. Going to hook them into the 10 amp circuit, I think, even though I believe 5 is enough, but we're going to go with the 10. I am going to connect them together so that there's just one switch that controls both of them. So next I've got to go ahead, plug in the connectors, I guess, that it came with, and then I've got to route those together and run them up to the top here, put the grill back on, and then connect them into the aux beam switch in there. A little bit involved, but certainly nothing that anyone can't do. Okay, real quick look at the wiring, and I am no electrician, so do not follow my instruction, but this is how I'm doing it. I've connected wires from one side, so I guess this is in series, parallel, I don't know, one or the other. But anyway, it goes from the one light over on the passenger side, runs up to the driver's side, which is the side my switch is on. And then I have connected the wires together along with another set of wires that are going to run to ground and power. And the idea is the power flows through to the other, everything's grounded. Hopefully it works okay. I think it will. We shall see. Anyway, that takes care of all of the wiring, all of the placement of the switches and things, or the lights, I should say. So now I get to put the grill back on, or the whole front end of the frickin' truck. Look at that. Looks like I've been in an accident or something. Hopefully that goes smoothly. I will leave a link down below to a video where I show how to take this off for another mod, the grill mod actually, the insert. So if anybody wants to see all of that, you can see what all needs to be removed and stuff. I just didn't want this video to be real long, so I didn't see any reason to do that. But let me get it back on the truck, button everything up, and then we've got to run the wires from the new lights to the aux beam control. And the LED lights, if you're watching that video, they're already plugged in. That's a plug-and-play application. This is a little more complicated. We've got the front all done, man. I'm really digging this look, and I'm in here in the shade. It's going to really pop out in the light. I love these pod lights. They look cool. And a shout out to Dustin over on the Facebook group. He's the one that clued me in on these, so I love the look. Now I've got to run wires. I cut the wire for my sport bar, and I have to wire up the new pod lights. If you're watching the LED install video, that's ready to go. That's simple plug and play, so the lights are already in there. You can kind of see what they look like. I'll light them up for you in a couple minutes. So that's what I've got to do. We're going to go ahead and wire everything up, and then I'll be done. Probably about another hour. I've already spent like all day on this, but that's because I'm filming and taking my time. Okay, we are done, finished. I've got everything wired up. We're going to test it. By the way, the previous video was the install of the LED fog lights from Cali Raised. Love those things. If you want to see what that was, check it out. There's also a link over there for those. These are the pod lights. Truck is running, I'm sure you can hear. Let's go ahead and give it a test and see what we get. This, I believe, is the right button. Let's see. There we go. And they came on. I did actually try it before the video, full disclosure. But that's what they look like. Check that out. Freaking awesome, man. I love it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and light up all of the lights for you guys so we can see the new LED fog lights, the light bar, the headlights, the whole thing. So let me sit you down and let's light it up. Oh, man. Wow, that bar is bright, and it's just the one that came with the grill from Yodaverse, but that's what the front of my truck looks like. Oh, and I get a cool little mirror effect over here on the side. Dig that. I like that. But that's what the whole front of the truck looks like, with everything lit up on it. I think it's pretty freaking awesome. It came out pretty much exactly as I expected it would be. It's not too difficult of a mod. It does take time. I spent a whole day doing the LED fog lights and the pod lights. You do, of course, have to pull the front part of the truck off, which this is my 4th time. It's not too bad. Anyway, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And don't forget, click that subscribe button and stay safe out there. Bye.